Hello there, I'm Meredith Blackwell and I'm going to be interviewing Sharon Cantrell. And it's very important here at the International Mycological Congress 11 that in Puerto Rico that we interview Sharon because she is the mother of the entire Congress. And so I want to start out by asking Sharon how she got here. Are you from Puerto Rico?
Yes, I am from Puerto Rico. I am born and raised in Maya West, which is in the west part of the island.
That's where Don Feaster used to teach.
That's where Don used to
and
teach.
Where,
that's where also Carlos Betancourt, who is a Weston
the father
award, and he's most of the father of all the mycologists here in Puerto Rico. That's also where Carlos Chardon, who is the first Puerto Rican mycologist,
right.
End up, the last part of his years working in Maya West.
And then it's where Matias
Cafaro is a professor there, and there's a group of like five or six mycologists in Maya West.
And I have a friend, Fernando Vega, at the USDA in Boutsville, and he's from there.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have an interesting background that I happen to know about. Your father came here?
Yeah, my father came here, wow, it's almost 70 years ago. He was a merchant marine, and he met my mother, who is from Corozal, one small town here in Puerto Rico. My mother was part of a group of kids that went to the naval base that is, sorry, not the naval base, the Air Force base that is in Aguadilla, Puerto Rico. And they met, and actually they got married 5 months after, so that was like love at first sight.
You had that to hold over them when you tried,
well, I am the youngest of three, and I am the last one. There's 10 years difference between my brother, who is the middle one. So I always say that I'm the oops one.
Terrible, but we're glad you're here. And so then what happened? You went to school in Maya West?
Yeah, I did my bachelor in Maya West, and actually when I started, I am one of those that study biology to go to School of Medicine. But then I spent 1 year in the School of Medicine here in Medical Science Campus, and I really didn't like the environment. Also the professors there were not student friendly. People didn't like to collaborate. All my friends, everything was for them, and I didn't like that. I always like to collaborate and So I quit that, and I went to Maya West and did my master in mycology with Carlos Betancourt.
So how did you decide in mycology?
Because I did with Dr. Betancourt, I did a small project during my bachelor, and I really enjoy it. So I said, okay, let's do.
Okay, so it was because of him.
It was because of him.
It wasn't because of an instant interest in fungi when you were a little kid.
No.
That's how most of us become mycologists, I think.
Yeah, Betancourt was a great professor.
Yeah.
So, and interesting, I have gone through all the different groups of fungi, because my master was with Fusarium. And then I did my PhD with Dr. Hanlin in ascomycetes. And then I came to Puerto Rico and did a postdoc with Dr. Jean Lodge and worked with basidiomycetes. So I have a wide...
Yeah, all groups.
I have worked with all the different groups.
Then you may be working with other groups now when you work in the harsh environments.
Right.
Do you get other groups there?
In the harsh environment? No, mainly there's some
no chytrid types or anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about that research?
About the microbial mats? Well, I don't remember the year. A couple of years ago, I got interested in working in extreme environments. I met Dr. Nina Gunde, who is also here, and we started talking, and we decided to do a project in microbial mats, because microbial mats was not an environment where people had looked for fungi. And of course, it's basically an anaerobic environment, most of it. So you will think there are not fungi there, but there's quite a bit of different groups, particularly Cladosporion, the black yeast are very common in the
And they're probably not anaerobic. They grow on like the edge of it or low
No,
oxygen.
you find them in the anaerobic
Really?
part.
didn't know
And
that.
remember, fungi are facultative anaerobes, right?
Oh, yeah, some of them.
Some of them are, so that's probably
okay.
possible that they're working there. What they do there, I don't know yet. That's something I have in my mind to continue at some point in my life.
So, you got plenty of time. So what about when you were at Georgia? Were there a lot of other people in the lab, other mycology students? Well, in several labs. It was a good group, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was in my lab. Was Fernando Fernandez was working in my lab.
Where'd he go?
Fernando is in Arizona.
Oh, Arizona. I didn't know what had happened to him.
He's working. The last time I spoke to him, he was working with a company that does survey of fungi.
Okay.
Fernando, we also have Son Yuli, who did the work with Ketomian.
Was Maria in the lab then?
Maria Gonzalez, no.
Okay. And was Charles Mims active
Oh
then?
yeah, Charles Mint
Yeah.
was in there,
So he had some students.
that's where I met. That's where I met the first time. I met Karen Snetzeler
Oh, okay.
when I got there first time. You know,
She was working on smuts or rust?
Smuts.
Smuts. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
And who else was in the lab? Julia Kerrigan was in the lab also
That's
at my
right.
time.
She's my neighbor now at Clemson.
Yeah, so I really enjoy my time in Georgia.
Was Timberlake still there?
Who?
Timberlake, Bill Timberlake. I think he was in genetics. He may
He
not
was
have
in
been
genetics,
there.
yeah.
He was in another building probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. But always envied that there were so many mycologists and people
Yeah,
working on
when I
fungi.
was there, I think Georgia was one of the top places to go and do mycology because there was a big group.
Was Mel Fuller still
Mel
there?
Fuller was
He
there, David
there.
Porter.
Oh, David. I forgot David. Yeah.
Mel Fuller, David Porter, Richard Hanley, of course. Mims was there too. And there was one in another department, the microbiology department. I forgot his name right now.
Okay. Yeah, you worked with wood decay, didn't you? Lundquist, or he was from Norway, maybe? Was that?
The Norway, yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
He worked
remember.
in the biochemistry department.
Yeah, and he worked on wood decay with, and I think he wrote a book with Bob Blanchett, who's here now. And then
I had never met Bob Blanchett.
Oh, we'll have to find him. He's been around.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a really nice person. And then there also now are new group coming in. I saw Maren Brewer.
Yeah, there's
today.
now a group of young ones. You know, Michelle Momani is there.
Yeah.
Has a big group. Then Marin Brewer is also doing a great, excellent job
She gave
in
a
the
good
plant
talk
pathology.
today.
Yeah. And then you have also the group that is in the USDA.
That's
With
true.
Charles
Bacon's
Bacon,
here.
Scott Gold, Anthony Glenn.
Yeah.
Anthony was my friend. Is my still very good friend.
Yeah.
We did study together at the same time.
Oh, okay. And then you have a husband who's a microbiologist of
Yeah.
some sort. Is he working more on fungi or just bacteria?
He did his master with Cryptococcus in Maya West with Juan, with Alejandro Ruiz, who is also a mycologist, medical mycologist.
Right.
So he did his master with Cryptococcus, which he's also a mycologist.
Yeah.
But then he went and moved and did something with bacteria.
Okay.
Switch. But anyway, we have a good combination. He's a bacteriologist and a mycologist.
And we're finding more and more at this meeting that they're integrated
Right, yeah.
in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have been active in societies, mycological
Yeah,
societies.
I've been active in APS. I was a counselor one time, and in MSA I've been in different committees, and also I was the treasurer, and now I'm the president. I
very
have a
good,
big
Madam
job
President.
now, and I'm very honored to be.
It's a good job.
I'm very honored. I'm flattered actually that I was elected, but I'm going to try to do a good job.
And you've got your talk in your head.
I'm starting to think of the presidential address.
That's the worst thing, because you're trying to do all the work for the society and at the same time get something to talk about.
I'm going to tell you something maybe you don't know. My
What?
name is Cantrell, right?
Yeah.
My name comes from France.
Mm-hmm.
And in France it's Chantrell.
No. No.
And it means a small bell.
You were born mycologist and you didn't even know.
No.
That's amazing.
And there's another side of my story also, that I am Cantrell Rodriguez Clement Maldonado. We had, those are all the names, right? Clement, and Clements are related. Most of them are related, and I still need to find the link, but I might be related to Samuel Clemens, who is Mark Twain.
Yes. Amazing.
And then there's...
And that would make sense. He was interested in ships and commerce on the river, and your father was in the... Is it on your father's side?
Yeah, my father's
perfect.
side. And then, yeah, and there's also one of my great aunts is gray.
Who?
One of my great aunts. Great grandmothers.
Oh.
And she's Gray.
Her name is Gray.
The last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they wrote the story, and apparently also they're all related with Asa Gray.
Oh no.
So I don't know. It seems to be that I have all
destined.
these people. It was destiny.
Yeah. So what about doing this meeting? Because you've had a horrible time. I guess first I should ask you about your home and how you survived in your university in the
My
hurricane.
university came back. You know, our chancellor called all the faculty and employees on October 9th.
What day was the hurricane?
September 20. So we were closed from September 20 to October 9, 3 weeks. And he had a meeting with us, and he said, you know, we need to start somehow, because we are going to lose the students. And he also said students need a place where they can come and charge their cell phone, have internet, and we need to give them that security, that, you know, feels safe. So we started October 16, and we didn't have electricity. So some professors were teaching the old way, the old-fashioned way.
On the blackboard.
On the blackboard. Not with PowerPoint, nothing like that. But you have to do it, and and the kids were very happy. The kids were very happy that that they have a place where they can go. There was electricity. They could charge their phone. They could do internet.
Almost normal.
Yeah, feel a little normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We suffered a lot of damage. Some of the buildings suffered a lot of damage, and still they haven't been fixed. But hopefully.
Yeah. And so were you afraid at any point you'd have to cancel this meeting?
I thought so, yeah. But I said that when Keith asked me, Pedro also asked me about it, Pedro Kraus and Keith Cipher, I said no. I said, we are going to do it because Puerto Rico needs the tourism. This will help my country to come back, and we are here.
I know, and you know, I'm sure there are places where it's really bad still, but what I've seen, parts of Old Town, well, as Joey said, there was a lot of blue tarps that we know from Katrina in Louisiana.
Right.
But you could see that from the airplane. I came in the dark, so I didn't see that, but there doesn't seem, it seems like they got this up really fast, all of this area where the tourists come. And Old Town, except for a few places, look really in good shape.
Yeah, we have a couple of restaurants that they haven't opened back there.
Yeah.
Apparently the damage was big, but...
That happened in Katrina. It actually happened where I live now. There was a flood just from rain, too much rain. And many places flooded and never reopened. But anyway, I was here when? 6 years ago at Christmas, and you and Jose showed us around with my daughter and her family. And so I'd seen the island then, And not being able to go back this time, I didn't take time to go to the
Forest.
forays. Yeah, so I don't know, but there was a lot of tree damage, I heard someone say.
Yeah, excuse me, the rainforest. Remember that a week before, 10 days before Maria, something like
Yeah.
that, Irma passed very close the east part of the island. So the El Yunque suffered a lot of defoliation first with Irma, and then Maria came, and that finished all the stuff. But the forest will come back. These forests are used to hurricanes, so
Well, Don Peaster and I were trying to figure out which trees were badly damaged in the storm. And someone said the palms had all survived,
yeah.
which is what you would expect because that's what they've evolved in, that kind of environment. But some of the hardwoods are the ones that,
Many of the hardwood I have
Yeah.
suffered, yeah, many.
yeah, and we saw.
Most of them, what they will do is they will debranch, lose their branches, and then the main stem stay, and then you get this, I forgot the term, but this weird growth of leaves coming from everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot the term,
Yeah.
there's a term. So this,
Cauliflory? No, that's when. Cauliflory?
I don't know, but
Okay.
it's that leaves start coming from anywhere, and that's the way they look.
Yeah.
You will see a stem full of leaves,
Like Brussels sprouts.
something like that. But that's the way they start
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
regrowing.
Yeah, so I was happy to see it. It looks so good. Now I want to ask you, I can't remember what kind of animal it was. When I went with you and Jose to El Yunque on some of the trails, they warned you about, was it wombats? What kind of animal is it?
Now the mongoose.
Mongoose. Oh, it was a mongoose. That's what it was. Do they
Yeah.
still have the mongoose there? A lot of
Yeah,
them.
mongoose. Yeah, because of rabies.
Yeah, it has rabies. Do they find them dead or
After the
animal?
hurricane,
Well, just do
No.
all the time. Is there a lot of rabies, high incidence, or?
there's a high incidence of rabies, but I don't know how they, you will see the animal, like
Yeah.
clumsy.
How did they get here?
Oh wow, they came here a long time ago when with the sugarcane plantation. They brought it in so they
From
could.
India?
Yeah, they brought it in to kill animals in the
For biological control?
Yeah, for biological control, and now it's a pest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
So, also I want to touch on the fact that you are a woman administrator at your university.
yeah, until July 31st.
Oh, good. You're almost done. Yeah. So, what did you do?
I am until July 31st. I am the associate vice chancellor for graduate studies and research. And that's a big hat, but anyway. So I promote research in the university. I try to help the faculty, train them on how to publish, how to write a proposal. I also then on the graduate studies side, I oversee that all the regulations, you call the norms for the academic norms for the programs are follow.
Yeah, enforce it.
And enforce, and that if the student have a complaint, they can file a complaint to me, and I have to oversight the process of.
Do you get many complaints?
No,
in
we
a
don't.
term?
We don't.
Okay. And where does most of the funding come from?
My university have a lot of funds from the Department of Education, the U.S. Department of Education. Also, we have funds from NSF and the Department of Energy. We have a big grant from the Massey Chair, from the Department of Energy.
Okay.
So
Same places that on the mainland we get
Right.
money from. Yeah. And you brought people in. Do you know how many countries for this meeting?
no, I need to find
Yeah,
out.
seems like
The last
many.
time when I saw the report, there's over 30 countries represented here.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
And I'm a little bit surprised that there's some people came from from Asia. I was not expecting that many people from Asia, and there's a good representation from Asia here, so that's
I heard
really
there
good.
was a problem with visas, unfortunately. The
Yeah.
U.S. State Department didn't clear some of the people in time.
Yeah,
that's
but also some of those people file their documents, I think, a little bit late.
Yeah,
If they do it in advance, they should be able to get it.
yeah.
But
But anyway, it's been a great meeting, Sharon.
thank you, and I'm very happy that everybody's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, great.
Yeah.
Great entertainment.
And tomorrow we have a big celebration.
And we'll all be dancing, I hear.
Yeah, I hope.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I enjoyed hearing all this.
Thank you.